now consecrate the bond of obedience. Assume the position.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
You're all worthless and weak.
Hollywood venerates the eye of Horus or Dionysus.
Target has most definitely used Hollywood star power to catch the eye of the consumer and sell not only a wide array of merchandise, but sell them on the spiritual values of the patron god of their brand, Dionysus. One-eye symbolism, or the evil eye, is most often associated with the veneration and invocation of the ancient Egyptian god, Horus.
The Eye of Horus.
Highlighting a dog's left eye is a blatant astrological reference to the celestial body the Egyptians used to represent the Eye of Horus, the dog star Sirius.
The star Sirius. The dog star, because the dog star was everything to the ancient Egyptians.
Sirius is said to have been the most important star in the ancient world. It was considered the brightest star in the heavens, many times brighter than the sun. The real light shining in the east for the Egyptians was not merely the sun, but the light of the dog star, Sirius, which some believe holds a more sinister implication.
This dog star also has relations to the idea of modern-day ceremonial magic and modern-day masonry.
This was especially true for 20th century occultist and Freemason, Aleister Crowley, who openly practiced ceremonial magic and was a member of a secret order called the Order of the Silver Star. The Silver Star was a reference to Sirius.
Masons teach that at the center of every Masonic lodge there's a five-pointed star right underneath the altar upon which the candidate is obligated. But the thing is, what they don't tell you is that five-pointed star represents Sirius, which is regarded as a satanic symbol.
Masonic philosopher Albert Pike wrote that Sirius still glitters in our lodges as the blazing star. The blazing star is an ancient Gnostic term for Sirius, and as shown here is symbolized in Freemasonry by the five-pointed star or pentagram. Because Sirius is said to arise in the east, it also became known as the Eastern Star. But Sirius was also associated with the Egyptian goddess Isis, and here, as we connect the dots, a more complete picture begins to emerge. For the Egyptians, the rising of Sirius in the east preceded the annual flooding of the Nile River, which for them was a magical event. It was also the time that the goddess Isis would appear and give birth to Horus, the divine child of the Egyptian Trinity. The all-seeing eye is also called the Eye of Horus, and in Freemasonry, Horus symbolizes the Masonic concept of a Christ. Throughout all history, it has been said that the capstone to the Great Pyramid of Egypt has been missing, which is why the all-seeing Eye of Horus floats in its place above the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. According to occult philosophers, the light which illuminates the eye comes not from the sun, but from the dog star Sirius.
Subsequently, when looking for a deeper understanding of the attributes and personification of Horus, the entity synonymous with the dog star, one must look to his Greek equivalent, Dionysus, the Greek god of theater and masquerade.
He was a frightening and violent god with a variety of attributes that were both terrifying and wonderful, always the twin image of the twice-born. He was the bringer of madness, but he was also a bull god, a god of fertility, to do with sensuality and sexuality. He was anarchic and revolutionary. He was the god of masquerade, which means seeing things literally other than they are. But importantly for our history, he was the god of possession. Dionysus was able to reveal himself directly to the individual. His worshippers were possessed by him. Now we begin to see why Dionysus, this god of masquerade and possession, became the god of the theatre. Because in the early theatre, the actor believed himself to be possessed by the part he was playing.
I remember sometime we do 10 episodes for my show, and in this last season, I was hitting a block, right? I was like, oh, I'm not doing it right? So I went in the corner, and then I was looking at the wall, and I was like, come on, devil, right? Come to me, because I had to do something like crazy, right? Had nightmares for a month. So it does come
to it or after?
After. Like I had nightmares every day. Like I felt that energy.
Snowfall's damson Idris has relinquished his will and surrendered his soul to the god of theater. In this photo, he's broadcasting his spiritual allegiance, proudly displaying the Eye of Horus, the hallmark of the Dionysian cult.